Ja Morant was suspended for 2 games by the Grizzlies as of right now. He did, of course, flash a gun on Instagram. And as of right now, the Colorado police and the NBA are investigating the situation. So Ja's he's been in it this past week or so.
He's been stupid.
Yes. Do you want to go first, Malin?
I mean, sure. I mean, first of all, can we stop calling him Ja Morant? Let's start calling him Clarence Morant. Because Eminem made a song about this guy in the movie 8 Mile when he was in a rap battle against another guy, and he talked about how, listen, man, you're not a thug. Like, you went to a suburban high school. You have 2 parents that love you and did a good job raising you. You've never been in the inner city. You've never grown up with hardships. You've never been in a gang. Like, you are not a thug. Like, why are you trying to act like you are? Like, how much is street cred worth to people that don't really care about you, that could cost you your future in the NBA? It's the dumbest thing. I mean, over the summer, like I told you guys last week, and you guys hadn't heard it yet, and I just saw it on the way over. Beat up a 17-year-old, and then went into his house and came back out with a gun because he was mad about a pickup game.
Right.
And then some of his boys were getting upset with the Indiana Pacers, and so in an SUV in which Ja Morant was an occupant, there's red lasers coming out of the car onto the players of the Indiana Pacers and their staff. It was not one of those little gold things you buy at a gas station. Like, let's stop it. Now, the NBA, up until that point, was like, well, we can't substantiate or corroborate any type of information because even though he plays in Memphis, Ja Morant is still one of the biggest stars in the NBA. Then what does this dumbass do? 3 days after all this stuff starts coming out, let me be in a nightclub at 5:19 in the morning, waving a gun.
Yep.
So now you got 2 issues, Clarence. You got one that you're openly brandishing a weapon in the state of Colorado,
Right.
which is open carry, but it doesn't mean that you can walk around with it.
Right.
Okay. And then you have the NBA rules that if you have a firearm on any team facility, team plan, anything else, it's an automatic 50-game suspension. Well, if the firearm that was in his hand, because the Colorado Police Department is going to figure out what gun that is, they're going to figure out who it's registered to. If it's registered to him, he's going to get a 50-game suspension because that means that it would have traveled on a team plane. Like, how just idiotic and dumb can you get? Like, dude, you won at life. You did better than all of us. I'm running a Starbucks, for God's sakes. Like, you won at life. You are a generational talent.
21 around there.
You never have to worry about money again as long as you live, as long as you were smart about it.
Right.
You have generational wealth for your family for generations. You're not even in the prime of your career,
right,
and you're already a top 10 basketball player in the NBA, and you're doing this? What?
So strange. So
It's not strange. It's stupid.
it is. It's very stupid. Go ahead, Shaq.
Jesus. Like I said since y'all earlier, I compared this man to the Antonio Brown of this wonderful NBA league. It just didn't take him as many hits to the head for him to get to this point, unfortunately. This man is just make smart choices. You literally have your golden ticket to generational wealth. Your kids won't have to worry. Your grandkids might not have to worry, depending on what you do as your money wise. And here you are, rooting for some clout over some people that probably don't care about what you're doing or what's going on. Worry about your family. Not gonna say just play ball, but like, worry about your career, which is out there getting dubs and doing what you need to do for your family and your people. You are young. You got many years. Look at LeBron, how many years this man been in the league and playing. If you take care of your body, you could be doing all this, getting sponsorships, making money way past your retirement if you play the things out right. and all you gotta do is get yourself basically your name tainted as known as the thug of the league, where nobody's gonna be like, do you want him on ESPN? Do you want him on TNT? Do you want him to on their show?
And let's not kid ourselves. Like he's not Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
Right.
He's not someone that actually grew up in a hood or what you would call the projects, went to Georgetown, came into the league with all these tattoos, and the NBA was like, nah, man, you got to wear a sleeve back then. And then they changed the rules with how you had to dress when you're walking into arenas because people weren't ready for Allen Iverson.
Right.
This is a wannabe.
Yeah.
And why would you want to pretend to be something that you're not when what you are is a top 10 basketball player in the NBA?
And what
makes no sense
to this point. Like,
yeah,
super weird.
But at the same time, like his dad has tried to become like his friend now. Like his dad's trying to fight Shannon Sharp in a Lakers game. Some stupid crap. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, your whole damn family is just going insane.
Being something you're not. You got, like you said, Allen Iverson, the Dennis Rodman, the people like that who are really just like doing their own thing, who are really those type of people who just kind of like, I'm just living my life. This is my personality. This is who I am. You're trying to get some sort of weird.
Trying to manufacture something.
Yeah, that's not, that you don't have to. You do not have to. You already made it. You do not have to manufacture anything else other than what you got going on right now, which is worry about basketball and your generation.
G Money says it was a strip club that he was at with brandishing a weapon. Nestor.
Yeah, and to that point of trying to look like somebody you're not, like Shannon Sharp said that what you're gonna like accomplish by flashing a gun is that people know you're not about that life, and they're actually gonna test you.
Right. The people
They're
that
gonna come
are
after you.
will.
So he's like, it's just really stupid. Like, why can't you just, man, like, you have it made. Just don't do something stupid like flash a gun on live, social media. It's just dumb.
Yeah. And finding the need to go from Memphis to Denver and be like, let me bring my gun with me because that's necessary in this situation. Yeah, when you've got $250 million guaranteed money on the line, for you to go do something that stupid, just maybe you don't want the money because clearly, like, your actions are telling the whole story here. The whole him punching the 17-year-old kid, I don't understand whatever the kid said or did. What do you care? Like, why is this kid's opinion to you like weigh that heavy on you where you found the need to do all that? That just said something about John Morant right there. But
how are you letting a pickup basketball game
right
in the back of your own home
right
get that heated?
Like you
where
play
you're
in the
about
NBA.
where you're like wanting to shoot a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm not just worried about what's the point of the gun? Are you worried about protection? Oh, what? Pay private security like every other person with money. Why are you worried about carrying a gun like that? Look, and it's nobody's gonna shoot.
Nothing happens at strip clubs and nightclubs with guns after midnight. Plaxico Burress will tell you that. He already shot himself. You don't need to do that.
That's Tory
Probably
Lanez
not
too.
even properly holstered. Like, goddamn.
Probably not.